Are there any specific requirements for a landing experience and perhaps meeting you face to face?
Yes, at the moment we won't land in highly populated areas because this might cause a panic for people who have not yet accepted within themselves that there is more out there than they were led to believe. So in that way, for the moment when we land, it's in remote areas where not many people can see us in that way. That doesn't mean that a sort of more intimate contact isn't possible. So as mentioned previously, it's very important to raise your frequency. This might sound a little bit abstract. What does this exactly mean? Raising your frequency means to become more aware of you as your greater self, to become aware that you're a multidimensional being, that you have fractured yourself into a very narrow viewpoint of a limited human being, that you are so much more. So we would like to invite you to become more aware of your more expanded selves. Linearly speaking, you can see this as, for example, your past lives and your future lives. But we have taught many of you that actually everything happens in the now, so it's more accurate to say that they are your parallel lives. So you have these energetic connections. So this means that you need to integrate these parts of yourself. You have to overcome those challenges. You have to look within, connect to yourself. Your higher self and your guides are always there to assist you with this. The intention is again the most important part, to look within and go within and understand that there are these parts of you that you have kept hidden for yourself, to start integrating and to start understanding that this is a part of who you really are and that there is no need for fear or shame, that you are a divine being of light. You have all the right to exist and every part of you is valuable and has its own place. So as you start this inner journey, you will start to become more aware of your multidimensional self. You will start connecting to your galactic counterparts. These can be seen as your future selves, your ET selves. You can find out that you have lives in other civilizations, that perhaps you have a life in the Pleiadian system, perhaps you were once an Orion, so you can start delving into that, and these ET counterparts will help you to integrate these different aspects of yourself, so you become more aware of your greater self, and you can then, without judgment, make these different aspects of yourself your greater whole without invalidation. So this is a very important process. You can do this through regression, also known as hypnosis. You can do this through dream work. You can do this through guided meditations. You can do this through channeling your passions, for example, through music or art. You can raise your frequency and become more aware of your greater self. So these are all techniques to raise your frequency, and then in that way you will be more of your true self, become more of a aligned being, a balanced being, and in that way your frequency will start to resonate with our frequency, and there will be a common ground, and on that common ground we can meet. We would also like to say that ET contact really hasn't stopped. It's not like we were gone for thousands of years and all of a sudden we decided to pop back. The big difference is that now in these times you become more aware. You have not such a narrow perspective of reality. It's like no longer looking through a looking glass and starting to broaden your vision of everything that's going on around you, and you raise your awareness of being a fragment of a whole, being a very intricate, multidimensional being that is having all kinds of experiences at the same time. So as you become more aware that you are the creator of your own reality, that you have chosen this specific human experience for your soul growth, you will start to raise your frequency and become more in alignment with us, the Yahyel, and that will then create a certain resonance where our frequencies can match up and we can have such a contact as we all desire.